Measured by the weight of the promises kept inside these dark rooms. The street gangs think a syndicate is just about the fast cash and the loud steel, but they don't understand that without a strict foundation of unyielding respect, the largest castle downtown is just a pile of cheap sand, waiting for the wind. Welcome to the house of honor, where the unwritten laws are absolute. No shifting boundaries for the modern market, no cheap shortcuts allowed. You look a man in the eyes, you give your word and you lock it in stone. An invisible monarchy running the concrete city from the deep, disciplined shadows of the patriarchs. My grandfather laid the first mortar here back in the winter of '52. He told my father that a clean reputation is the only asset the feds can't see. Now I sit at the same mahogany desk, managing the commercial docks, keeping the operations white and the family lineage perfectly untainted. We are the architects of the shadow, and this house don't recognize a traitor. Let the fools chase the quick fame and flash of blood and money on the corner. Our authority is quiet, stays anchored inside this permanent wall. Welcome to the house of honor, where the unwritten laws are absolute. No shifting boundaries for the modern market, no cheap shortcuts allowed. You look a man in the eyes, you give your word and you lock it in stone. An invisible monarchy running the concrete city from the deep, disciplined shadows of the patriarchs. Most men drop their responsibility when they take off their custom coats at night. They can go home, complain to their wives, or get drunk at an ordinary neighborhood bar. But the first son of a shadow dynasty carries his gravity 24 hours a day. You are the built-in protector of a 3-generation reputation, and the weight of this honor don't allow your spine to bend a single inch. The weight of honor is heavy on my very conscience. No excuses whisper to the empty office walls. No room for a breaking point. You must be the unyielding wall that keeps the family pack safe from the street feds, maintaining the quiet authority with an absolute cold calculation, while the rest of the concrete valley is dreaming of peace. My younger brothers enjoy their ordinary life, safe under the large shield I built for them. They don't see the wires embedded in the brick. They don't count the daggers at the sit-down. I accept the isolation of the head sea, because a king don't share his mountain. You lock your jaw, you make the hard choices alone over a cup of espresso, and you ensure the name remains the heaviest gravity this town ever saw. Real power stays silent. Real power carries the burden alone. The weight of honor sits heavy on my baritone chest. No excuses whisper to the empty office walls. No room for a breaking point. You must be the unyielding wall that keeps the family pack safe from the street feds, maintaining the quiet authority with an absolute cold calculation, while the rest of the concrete valley is dreaming of peace. I told the union director from Detroit that his workers would be safe from the local gang. No papers were signed in the private lounge. No corporate lawyers check the terms. just a quiet scent delivered through my gravelly voice. Over 2 fingers of vintage rye. The competitive factions tried to intimidate him last Thursday down at the harbor, but my soldiers arrived before the first blow landed, enforcing the contract. And because a gentleman keeps his word, that's the gold standard of this house. We don't break our promises for a better cut. We don't drop our allies. The word of the family is tighter than a federal court decree, ruling the concrete streets with an unforced, quiet respect. The refined convention of our criminal trade. The papers downtown print that we are just ruthless monsters running a shadow racket. They don't see the honor that keeps the system balanced and the peace secure. If you stay loyal to the name, the shield will protect you through the longest winter. But if you break the trust straight across this mahogany table, my friend, the same hand that poured your drink will sign your final exit from the ledger book. Look 'em right in the eye, give your word, and let the whole infrastructure know you mean it. Because a gentleman keeps his word, that's the gold standard of this house. We don't break our promises for a better cut. We don't drop our allies. The word of the family is tighter than a federal court decree, ruling the concrete street with an unforced, quiet respect. The refined convention of our criminal trade. Always keep your word. The family promise hold. Yeah. We sat at the long mahogany table as the clock struck midnight in a study room. My father put his heavy hand on my shoulder and made me swear by the old country crest that I would always protect my younger brothers and keep the ledger out of the feds' hands. No lawyers were in the room, no legal stamps on the expensive white paper, just the unblinking eyes of the patriarchs, watching from the oil paintings on the wall. A promise made at home is a contract written in the marrow of the bone. Oh, you don't break it when the federal subpoenas come down heavy on your desk. Oh, you don't compromise the terms when the competitive gangs look for your throat. A sacred oath locked tight within these historical drapes. Binding the sun to the dynasty until the final concrete dust settles. 10 years have passed since that night, and the winter has grown much colder. The prosecutors offered me a clean exit ramp if I just gave them a single captain's name. I looked at their clean federal suits and I just let the silence stretch for a long minute. Oh, they don't understand that a vow made under my father's roof don't have an expiration date. I will take their cell block and their iron bars before I ever break my house's trust. The outside world trade secrets for their own little plastic lives. In this family, we take our promises down into the deep dirt. A promise made at home is a contract written in the marrow of a bone. Until the final concrete dust settles. Sworn at the table, a father's vow, locked in stone. Sworn at the table. competitive family from Brewer brought $1 million in a leather case last night, asking us to look the other way while they move their dirty cargo through our harbor. My father didn't even open the latch, he just pushed the bag back across the table. Our name isn't for sale to a crew that breaks their vows, he said quietly. Some men bleed for the green paper, but this house trades only in absolute dignity. Oh, it's honorable fortune, that's a seal on our currency. You can buy the judge and you can buy the politician downtown, but you can't buy the respect of a made man who honors the old code. The cash rots in the vault, the casinos can burn to the ground, but an unbroken word survives through the worst of the winter rain. I adjusted the gold signet ring on my finger as I watched them leave the lounge. They thought every man had a price tag hidden under his custom silk collar. They don't understand the didactics of the lineage that raised my baritone chest. We run the syndicate with a stone cold calculation, yes, but we never trade our character for a quick, messy piece of the pie. Bank account can be emptied by a federal grand jury in a single morning, but a clean name belongs to your history forever. It's honorable fortune, that's the seal on our currency. You can buy the judge and you can buy the politicians downtown, but you can't buy the respect of a made man who honors the old code. The cash rots in the vault, the casinos can burn to the ground, but an unbroken word survives through the worst of the winter rain. A bank account can be emptied by a federal grand jury in a single morning, but a clean name belongs to your history forever. can't buy the respect of a made man who honors the old code. The cash rots in the vault, the casinos can burn to the ground, but an unbroken word survives through the worst of the winter rain. The young boys down at the local lounge wanna flash their cash and talk loud on the phone. They think the criminal trade is just a modern corporate game with no heavy cost. But I was raised by the old code, trained in the back rooms of the legal office, learning to respect the hierarchy and keep my tongue strictly behind my teeth. A real gentleman commands with his silence, not his weapon, the old Don told me. Oh, I was raised by the old code, forged in a disciplined school, where a nod of the head carries more gravity than a written federal contract. An emotional outburst, no time for a cheap mistake. You honor the made man, you protect the borders of the neighborhood, and you carry the heritage with a calm stone face, composure. I sit in the empty study at 3 a.m., looking at my father's old pocket watch on the desk. It still keeps perfect and not all time, ticking slow and steady through the night. That's how I run this syndicate now. No fast moves, no unnecessary noise, just clean, invisible orchestration that maintains our sinker a man on the market, ensuring the lineage survives the long winter crackdowns of the state. Of kings, the rules don't change just because the calendar fast forward. Oh, I was raised by the old code, forged in a disciplined school, where a nod of the head carries more gravity than a written federal contract. Going through good and emotional outbursts, no time for a cheap mistake. Made man, you protect the borders of the neighborhood, and you carry the heavy edge with a calm stone face, composure. walks up the estate on the hill. There's a 40-year constitution written in unrecorded ink, in dried blood. It stands for absolute loyalty to the commission, respect for the old bloodline, and the understanding that the family comes before any individual desire. When you wear the gold signet ring, you are representing the entire history of the shadow. Oh, the code behind our name is the quiet architecture of our control. It guides every single check we sign and every single verdict we deliver. You can't cross the boundary line without facing the ultimate consequence. We keep the hierarchy perfectly tight and the operations clean, ruling the concrete market from the deep shadow. My custom silk coat as I walk down to the shipping docks at midnight. The union workers shifted their posture immediately, their faces full of unforced respect. They weren't looking at my person, they were looking at the philosophy behind my initials. That's the beauty of an established crime dynasty, my friend. The individual characters eventually fade away, but the code remains permanent. Concrete outside will crack, the politicians will change their codes, but the code inside this house outlived the century. Oh, the code behind our name, it's the quiet architectures of our control. It guides every single check we sign, then every single verdict we deliver. You can't cross the boundary line without facing the ultimate consequence. We keep the hierarchy perfectly tight and the operations clean, ruling the concrete market from the deep shadow. They locked a social club downtown and put federal seals on the commercial harbor gate. The news headlines are screaming that the old empire is finally falling to pieces, but they're just scratching the surface of a network they can never truly understand. The records can be frozen and the dummy banks can be investigated by the state, but the family crest remains untouched, embedded deep in the hearts of a loyal few. Family crest remains an immovable shadow in this changing town, forged by the patriarchs with blood and 40 years of absolute discipline. You can't confiscate a legacy that runs through a father's low registration voice. We own the quiet infrastructure of this concrete streets, and the crown don't slip just because the storm gets loud. Past the stone pillars and the veranda as the midnight fog rolled in. The security guards were steady at their post by the outer fence line, no panic in their gaze. We've survived the purges of '82 and the grand jury indictments of the late '90s. Because this dynasty wasn't built for a quick season, it was designed to outlive the clock. Tomorrow I sign the new orders, and the quiet business continues as always. Chase a temporary fame. The old house holds a master key behind the code. The family crest remains an immovable shadow in this changing town, forged by the patriarchs with blood and 40 years of absolute discipline. You can't confiscate a legacy that runs through a father's low registration voice. We own the quiet infrastructure of these concrete streets, and the crown don't slip just because the storm gets loud. No street gang, leather jackets, no flashing neon gold chain in this office. We enter the clubhouse in bespoke black wool, wool suits and polished leather tread. A sharp discipline convention that melds with the dark mahogany furniture. The appearance mirrors the mind, structured, kaku, and completely devoid of messy emotion. When you look like a gentleman, you handle the criminal trade like a silent corporation. Oh, honor wears a black suit. Is the uniform of our absolute control. A refined statement of power that don't need a flash of weapon to be felt. tight behind the teeth, signing the multi-million-dollar decrees in the middle of the night, with the same calm precision of an accountant checking a line. The federal agents down at the local court line always note our attire in their log. They think the tailored threads are just about vanity and showing off the casino cash. They don't see that the black coat is our traditional armor of discipline. It reminds every single soldier in the crew that they belong to a historical institution, and that the old country values are still running the gambling lines today. Let the weak hoodlums act like thugs on the street corners. The true masters of the city stay invisible behind the black suit. Oh, wears a black suit is the uniform of our absolute control, a refined statement of power that don't need a flash of weapon to be felt. We keep the collars clean, we keep the tongues locked tight behind the teeth, signing the multi-million-dollar decrees in the middle of the night, with the same calm precision of an accountant checking the line. Prosecutors have laid down the heaviest indictments this winter, and the competitive gangs have formed a massive coalition down at the borders. They think the pressure will finally force the old Don son to bend his knees, to sign a cheap compromise deal and give up the family's master key to the city. But they don't know the eye that was cast into my deep baritone chest since '79. The family never bore. We don't drop our heads for any king or lord. We stand rigid against their storms, holding the iron core tight to the end. Let them freeze the bank accounts, let them prepare the iron sails downtown. But the House of Honor will maintain a silent concrete crown until the final dust settles over the historical street. I closed the heavy blinds of the study room as the clock struck 4 a.m. The ledger books are locked tight in the safe. The loyal soldiers are steady on the lawn. My mind is as clear as the winter ice, completely devoid of fear or ordinary panic. The last lesson from the patriarch is running deep through my veins tonight. The lineage remains supreme, and the quiet king handles the empire with absolute pride. Is complete, the fortress is at peace. We held the line without a single inch of surrender. The dynasty survived. The family never bore. We don't drop our heads for any king or law. We stand rigid against their storms, to the end. Let them freeze the bank accounts, let them prepare the iron sails downtown. But the House of Honor will maintain its silent concrete crown until the final dust settles over historical street. Never bow down. The House of Honor holds Joe Cocker style final fate. Never bow down. The House of Honor holds Joe Cocker style final fate.